My name's Ryan Austin, and I'm a communication major, and during my UC career I got to study abroad with USAC in Bangalore, India, and also Florianopolis, Brazil.
My name is Maria Jacob. I'm a liberal arts major. I went to Thailand in the fall of 2013.
My name is Olivia McCartney. I studied abroad in Madrid, Spain for a semester with USAC, and I also studied in Santiago, Chile for 2 months with USAC as well.
My name is Brendan McDonough. I'm a fourth-year communications student here with a business minor. I went to London with USAC. I was there for 5.5 weeks.
My name is Ashley Stewart, and I'm an anthropology major. I studied abroad in India with Christ University, spring 2012.
USAC had really different destinations, kind of off the beaten path, which was really cool. Thailand was kind of a no-brainer because I was saving money on tuition by going abroad with them, so that was really helpful.
I felt like a lot of the people in my program were easygoing, people who were there for the adventure and who wanted to learn, so that's why I liked USAC.
At the end of my freshman year, I didn't know what my major was going to be. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I got this email that said, spend a semester in India, and so I thought, why would I not do that? It sounds like a good deal.
One of my favorite classes was a dancing class, and so that was fun. It was just something we went to every week. It was really relaxed. You know, we learned how to do tango, salsa, just fun things.
My favorite class was Tribe Peoples and Culture. We visited the indigenous people of Thailand and took homestays with them for the weekend with our classmates. They took us on hikes and elephant rides, and we went bamboo rafting and danced around a fire in their traditional clothes. So those were all really cool experiences that I would have never had if I hadn't taken that class.
The 2 courses I took there were British film and theater in London, so I was just taking them because they were really interesting to me. But when I got my grades back, they counted towards my general elective credits for me.
The other highlight from Brazil was a surfing class. Definitely not something you can do here in Cincinnati. And so, yeah, once a week we would go take the bus to the beach and go try to learn how to surf.
When I was there, I kind of realized that I really liked this foreign language and this culture, and I wanted to learn more about it. And so when I came back, I decided to make Spanish my second major, adding on to communication.
When I studied abroad in Florianopolis in Brazil, I actually lived with a host family, so right off the bat I got to be having these connections with Brazilians and trying to speak their language and living with them.
There were 3 here from Cincinnati. We had met each other before we went, and we're still in touch now. Like, everybody that was there got pretty close.
Something that I really enjoyed about studying abroad in these big cities was the use of public transportation. Like, I had to take it to school every day. You know, I had to take a bus and the metro to school every day, but I really enjoyed it. I think that it was something that helped me with my comprehension skills because I could sit on the metro. You know, I had a 30-minute ride and I could just sit and listen to other people's conversations or try to read the newspaper in Spanish.
I received a UC International grant, and that helped pay for my flight over to India, which was very helpful, very helpful.
Yeah, it's great going with USAC because it's really easy to transfer any financial aid that you receive at UC. And I was really lucky because I had a scholarship here at UC, and that all went towards my USAC program.
I received a scholarship from USAC and from UC International, and that helped me a lot, even though Thailand is really, really cheap to live and travel in.
And I got to go to the Harry Potter Studio Museum, where they just have all the props and stuff from when they filmed all 8 movies. And I think I spent like 4 hours there. Just wandering out. I always love the movies here, so just getting to see that kind of unique experience. Again, something that you're just not going to be able to see here in America.
I had a lot of fun riding our motorbike 5 hours up these mountainous roads to a little town named Pai with some classmates, and we stopped along the side of the road, and there was a waterfall, and it was just breathtakingly beautiful, and you would never see that kind of raw beauty just along the side of the road back home. There's so many different types of cultures in India, and so each culture brings on a new cuisine, so it's like every day you're trying something new. And it's cool too to be around
other Indian students who feel the same, especially being in a city like Bangalore.
We also did a painting session with some painters. We went out into the countryside in Chile and had a good view of the Andes Mountains, and we all set up with our little easels and canvases, and these nice old Chilean men who were good painters came around and taught us how to do all these different techniques and things. And I still have that painting. I have it hanging on my wall right now, so that's something that always reminds me of my trip.
Definitely.
Yes, I had the time of my life in Thailand.
I would recommend India, and I would recommend USAC because USAC was very helpful from every step of the process. From when I first decided, hey, I'm thinking about going here, they gave me literature to read. From when I applied, the registration process only took like 2 weeks and I was enrolled.
If I had more time, I would have done it again.
I mean, my whole world changed. I lived in India.
Probably the most uncomfortable part was going out completely on your own, just having to meet a whole new group of people, but at the same time, that's what a lot of us do when we go to college. So I didn't let that potential fear stop me from going.
Studying abroad has definitely made me a more confident and independent person. You know, while I was in Spain, there were a few problems that came up. I lost my luggage, you know, my computer broke at one point, and these are problems that I had to solve by myself.
Having the opportunity to study abroad is definitely one of the greatest things of my life so far, and so it's hard to say how specifically it's changed me, because I feel like I'm just a different person